Hi, my name is Joenerry Jalal, and I'm going to explain how firm effectively combine the generic strategies of overall cost leadership and differentiation. Okay, strategic management entails establishing and maintaining competitive advantages. These competitive advantages must be established and sustained in order to defeat the five competing forces. The overall cost leadership generic approach entails building a competitive advantage based on a low cost position while appealing to a broad market within the industry. Okay, the focal point of a generic strategy focuses on a small market sector while creating a competitive advantage based on the customer's perception of uniqueness or a low cost position. The turnaround strategies are used to restore a company's performance and return it to growth and profitability. They are utilized by businesses in declining stage of an industry life cycle. In differentiation strategy, a company strives to be distinctive in its industry along some aspects that purchasers highly value and consider as vital and positions itself distinctively to suit those demands. Okay, the target segment must either have consumers who have distinctive wants, or the production and distribution system that are best serve the target segment must be different from that the other industry sector. Cost emphasis capitalize on variances in cost behavior categories, whereas differentiation emphasis on the unique demands of buyer in certain segments. That's all for me. Proceed to the next presenter.
I will explain about importance of considering the industry life cycle to determine a firm business level. The industry life cycle refers to the evolution of an industry or business through four stages based on the business characteristics commonly displayed in each phase. The four phases of an industry life cycle is introduction, growth, maturity, and decline stage. At the introduction is known as startup stage. Basically, the organizations they identify their ability as firm business. Profit in this stage are low because some of the costs are high. For example, organization need to spend a more cost to build a building for Kadazan Dusun Association as head department. Secondly is growth stage. Growth stage is a crucial to the long-term survival of a business. It makes it easy to acquire and drive business performance and profit. For example, it will help the organization take advantage of new opportunities and expand their service on Kadazan Dusun Association to growing their organization. If organization make it to the maturity stage, this should be the longest part of the product life cycle. The organization should be noticed that service should be becoming more intensive and they should to aim to release their own version of organization. The last stage is of industry life cycle is decline stage. Organization should be recognized the factor that warn the organization from about the approaching decline. When this stage are happen, the organization need to changing their direction and finding alternative way to or have to be aware of effective product life cycle management.
So next is I'm going to present about diversification initiative. So we need to know the basic of diversification initiative. First is strategic alliance, second is joint ventures, and third is internal development. Okay, diversification should create synergy between company and other company. As we all know that joint ventures and strategic alliance that KDCA manager has made is between a private company, which is Tombituan Enterprise, has been set up to develop the business potential, especially in tourism. And the establishment of the cultural village was the main initial project under the joint ventures, and we also seek to explore other potential, such as including traditional cuisines, singing and dancing, as well as the arts. For internal development, for the past few years, KDCA managers has made up internal development improvement through their cooperation with other company and associations. Internal development is to boost sales, increase efficiency, handle customer better, and help in expanding the company. Now we know that the association has their own value and knows how to create opportunity to expand more exclusively and known to the society. So this is how the managers of KDCA create value through diversification initiative. Thank you.
Okay, next I will explain about the advantage of multi-domestic strategy. The organization ability to respond to changing market needs is greater with a multi-domestic strategy. Each local organization is close to action and is able to identify trend than a remote central organization. Besides, business activity is focused on success in one market. This focus enables production, marketing, and service to be optimized. It is easier to build a global brand image when the message is consistent. Some companies want synergy that generates when customers in different markets interact about the same product.
Greeting everyone, my name is Owen, Febian, Anak, Usin, metric number 67447. Today, we'll explain about some disadvantages that can affect the Persatuan Budaya Kedasan Dusun Sabah, or it well known by KDCA, or its short form. So, we will first talk about the first disadvantages that we found, and this one is the one, or the primary one, or the majority of it can cost money. So multi-domestic, if KDCA want to implement it will cost money, and it can be a burden to them because it is not as a big of organization. Other than that is it take too much time, so it take time and money to research new market and gain insight into a local needs, and one of those consumer, and once those have been figured out, it takes money to implement the strategy. So it want to research a new market, it can consume a lot of time, and that can be a difficult task for them. And the last one is hard to operate if the KDCA or Persatuan Persatuan Budaya Kedasan Dusun Sabah want to expand their venture onto another state like Sarawak or maybe the Peninsula Malaysia. It hard to operate if it expand into another state. If the KDCA decided to expand into other state, it will need different set of senior management personnel to handle operation in various states where it has a presence, because the nature of business can be drastically different in other market. Having the same senior management for national market is usually not the best option. That's all for me, and I will pass it to the other professor.
Lastly, for describe the leader's role in establishing an ethical organization is, ethical leaders make ethics a clear and consistent part of their leadership agenda, set standard, model appropriate behavior, and hold everyone accountable. They are honest, especially when the truth is difficult to share. Make ethical culture a part of every personnel-related function in organization. For example, leaders must work hard through hiring, training, and performance management system to bring in the right employees, and then help them learn and internalize the organization underlying value, in large part by understanding what behavior leaders do and do not reward. Last but not least, in conclusion, strategic management is a continuous process which is essential in the success of the organization. Organizations are supposed to make sure that they engage in strategic management because organization's success and survival depend on it. That's all. Thank you.